The thing is it a sign or are we just delusional?
Is it a sign from the universe?
Yeah. Or are we genuinely not in our right minds?
I feel like it's definitely not in our right minds. I love to just believe the universe has everything in my favor. It's all going so well, even when it's not. And then I freak out a lot. I do, but
yeah. Do you know what? I really try and see the positive. So I really do try and think like, you know, the universe does things and it works in mysterious ways and it tries to get you to grow and evolve and develop, and the things that happen to you that are a bit shit, it's character development. And I do genuinely believe that
redirection.
I do genuinely believe that like you're meant to experience things, even though they're really painful and hurtful and, you know, not good.
Yeah, even when I'm having like such a shit day, like the worst, or like whatever it may be, and I see 11:11 on that microwave, and I know everything's gonna be okay. And then it puts me in a good mood. So I don't care if it is true or not, as long as it helps me.
That's what I think it is.
That matters.
It's a helpful mindset to have when you believe that the universe is in your favor.
Yeah. I never used to be that spiritual like years ago. Obviously, I'm from like a Catholic family and all that, so we always believed in something. But I think spirituality, I'm so invested in it, like manifestations, like I love all that. I need to do it more, but like a lot of the stuff. So basically when I was 16, I wrote down on some paper like everything I wanted to do with my life, just like goals and aspirations. And after I did Too Hot to Handle, or maybe a year after, and I released music and it was in the charts in Ireland and here in the UK in the club charts, my mom found it. And it was like, I want to be on TV. I want to do this. I want to be a musician. I want to be a singer. I want to be in the charts. And she was like, how crazy is that you manifested this? Even when I didn't mean to. I was only 16. I didn't understand about manifestation. I never knew what it was at that age. But that's insane. So I do think it's so powerful. The universe, it's unbelievable.
100%. 100%. I think I used to be very, and I wouldn't say, my thought process on it is like the whole concept of like spirituality, it's got such a like name to it. So like you might have to have the most crystals, or you might have to know the most about chakras and all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, like no matter where you are on your journey, you are spirit. So no matter if you believe in the universe or if you don't believe in the universe, you are spiritual because you are a spirit inside of your body. So do you know what I mean? So then I just think like I did used to look at the universe and be like, I did used to think, oh my God, this is a sign. Like, how weird is it that we'll literally have our moms are both the same name? Or, you know, like sometimes you when you meet people and then like, I remember there was a guy that I was speaking to literally for like 2 days. 2 days, and would FaceTime, and I remember we're on the FaceTime and we're like looking at each other and we both said at the same time, God, you've got lovely eyes. Same time, and we were like, whoa, that was mad. Like considering we didn't know each other, it was just quite bizarre. And then we found out that we're mums both had the same name.
That's weird, isn't it?
I know. So we were like, whoa, what more? And then it ended. It literally, you just went, it ended abruptly. I just didn't reply.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. So it was on you.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't on me. So listen to this, right? So obviously, talking to this guy, meant to be taking us out on the weekend. I was speaking to him all week. He was in a different city working. And then he was like, oh, listen, he was on the FaceTime with us and he was like, oh, listen, I've got to go. I'll ring you back in 2 minutes. This friend from work's ringing. I was like, oh, yeah, no bother. 5 minutes went past and he texted us saying to give us 5 minutes. And I was like, all right, okay. He said he had to go and sort some van out or something, right? I was like, yeah, no bother. Anyways, so I'm pottering around, right? Completely forget he was meant to be messaging us. And I was like, God, I'm getting really tired now. Looks at my phone. Hour went past and I was like, I'm going to bed. Hadn't rang back. So I was like, fuck this. I'm fucking so like I'm sorry, but this whole keep them mean, keep being mean, keep them keen doesn't work on me. I literally get the ick with you very quickly. Like if you go on like that, I'm like, weird.
Oh no, that works for me all the time.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
He texted us 2 hours later, because I woke up the next morning with a text being like, sorry babe, like I had to go and sort the van out, and I was just so annoyed, that's why I didn't ring you back. And I was like,
yeah, no, sack that.
So I just ignored, and he was meant to take us out that weekend, and I just ignored him because I was like,
that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god,
I was like, oh nah,
that.
I'm not dealing with that. It's just, it gives weird energy. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
I got a gut feeling where I was just like, this is weird. I don't know, maybe I'm just too like.
No, I think it's good. Sack it off if it's not there. Like I've said this time and time again. Like lads will make it known if they're interested or not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyways, so what we're on. So yeah. So anyways, that was the signs. But I used to let the signs of the universe. I would have pursued that because I would have been like, what a coinky dink.
I know.
That like we both said that at the same time, and then moms are called the same name, like very coinky dinky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. With signs from the universe, I think it obviously depends on the situation, but like I always look into it. So basically, like if we're going to go deep here, this is such a crazy thing. So basically, a family member of mine was like terminally ill last year. My mom then would see butterflies everywhere, like everywhere. They'd be in the house all the time, and they would attach themselves to her, and they wouldn't leave her. They wouldn't go away. We were in New York then, like. And then we were in like, I think we were on like the 30th floor of this hotel that we were staying in. There was no windows that you could open. There was a butterfly in there, attached itself to my mom, like would not let go. And it constantly happens.
Does it still happen now?
Every so often. Like,
right.
Like he passed away, but like it was like throughout when he was really ill. So I think that's like my grandparents looking down on my mom being like, it's okay, and guiding her through it. And like it really helped her. Like, and I have a butterfly tattoo because of that. But I think I do believe in signs like 100%. And remember, I think we were talking about this last night or the night previous. My intuition this week and things, I don't believe in coincidences. I think it's like a sign. It's definitely a sign. Coincidences, nah. But I'd be talking about someone and I haven't heard from them in months, and they'll pop up.
Yeah, like they'll send a message
20 minutes later, right? Or I'm talking about something, and then it's just weird things like that have been happening me so much the past few weeks. And I get like every so often I'll have a week or two of this a year, which is so crazy. So I think I need to go do the lottery or something, because this is actually insane. Like, so I'm just going to go do the lottery, guys. If I win a few millions, you will never see me again. I'll see you later. Yeah. I'll be in the Maldives. But yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, no, that does sound insane. Like that is, there's definitely like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, because there was a time in my life where I was just so, but then at the same time, I don't know if I went through a bit of a psychosis.
Right.
So I felt like I was so in tune with the universe, and I felt energy so deeply, and like I just really I don't know, I just like the way that my mindset was, I just felt like I was going through like a bit of a psychosis, like, and I just don't know if I think like that anymore. So like, for instance, like I always believed that like when people passed away, like they are still here, like they haven't left, like their souls are still here, like they don't leave you. But then I'm like, I don't know that, but in my heart, I genuinely believed that was a true thing. But obviously now I'm like, I don't know if that is a truth. Like I can't.
I'd like to think that's true.
Same.
Like it's just comfort, isn't it? At
but
the
like,
end of the day, it's comforting to know that, or to think that, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's like where I was kind of with it, where I felt. Now I feel like I went through a bit of a spiritual psychosis, because I was like, I really believe that they didn't leave us.
Yeah, I know.
I really, really did believe that they just wouldn't leave. Like.
I know, like, do you know what? I'm just obsessed with like tarot card readers. Like I went through a phase when I was like, I mixed up like depression and burnout. I thought it was depression, it was burnout. And I was just so fed up of everything. I was so exhausted. So I went to like tarot card readers constantly, where they were actually like, Nicole, you're meant to be doing it twice a year. You can't be going every 2 months.
Right.
They said that to me, because they were like, you're going to like alternate what your reality is, like, or your future.
Yeah, because you're meant to do it and then leave it.
So like, I take what these people say as Bible. Like, I shouldn't.
Gospel.
So like, I remember one guy was like, oh, you're going to be like an amazing pop star, and you're going to do this and that. And like, I'm like, oh yeah, I am. It's going to happen. But anyway, besides that, he was like, you're going to live in America. You're going to meet, your husband's going to be an NBA player. Oh no, sorry, he said sports player.
What's NBA?
NBA is like a basketball.
Yeah.
He was like a sports player. So guys, when I tell you, this was 3 years ago, to this day, if I'm on Raya or on any dating app and a sports player comes up and he's living in the States or wherever he is, best believe I'm matching him. I'm going on. 'Cause I'm like, this guy could be my husband. I've taken it as gospel. Like, this is like not normal how much like I've gotten this into my head that this is going to happen. So like, yeah. And I actually had, do you know what's so crazy? One of the fortune teller tarot card readers said to me, be careful because you're going to get burnt out.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
Yeah, that is
insane. She was so right.
Oh my God.
Should have listened to her.
Well, you know what I really love listening. You know what I do. So have you ever done your birth chart?
No, I've never done that. But only because
thing.
my mum can't remember the exact time that I was born.
Fuming.
It's either 2 a.m.
What's
or
your mum called?
2:30.
Helen, I can't believe
Raging.
this.
Raging.
Helen, I can't believe this. Come on, Helen, we need to dig this out.
I know.
Because we need to figure this out.
Is it on my birth cert?
It'll be on your certificate, yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
Oh, I need to find that out. What's yours?
I'm going to tell you right now, right? So this is
I feel like they're quite accurate as well, aren't they?
I genuinely believe it's so accurate.
Yeah.
So accurate. So
go on.
I was gonna say, so the app that I use is called what's it called? Moon X.
Moon X. Okay.
Yeah, right. And wait there, I need to see. So what is growth and expansion?
That's mad, isn't it?
Do
you know there's another app that I got ages ago called CoStar, and it basically sends you how your feet. Have you ever gotten CoStar?
I've seen a CoStar, yeah.
Guys, it's unbelievable. Like, even if it'll come up with a notification in the morning about like a prediction for the day, and even if you don't read it, because sometimes it'll kind of set you off if it's like not a good thing, and then you come back in the evening and you read it, it is accurate. But like insanely accurate. I found anyway. So I would recommend getting CoStar.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I like this moon one, right? So for instance, wait there, I don't know if I can reveal too much because can I reveal too much? I'm a little bit, I don't know whether I reveal too much because I don't want to like.
Is there any general thing that you can say? Because it's so in depth.
I know.
That's the thing.
And this is the thing, obviously, you know, I don't want to like give me haters like leeway in advance.
Yeah, yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm an open book, I will, but like I don't want to give people.
Well, we can just tell people it's very in depth.
Yeah, it's very in depth, anyways.
Yeah,
I'll show you after.
Yeah,
but
show me after.
Basically, it is so crazy how in depth my chart is, like genuine, and like when I look back at it, right, it says things. For instance, it says like I'm gonna have, so wait there, it said something along the lines of like with work, right, I need to be in a stable environment, because if I'm not in a stable environment, it's going to really negatively impact me mental health. And what happened the last job that I had?
That's mad.
Exactly. The last TV job that I had.
I feel like people are also gonna like, so things with this, and I have gotten, because I'm obviously, I love all this as well as you, but people say that's a bit not taboo, but like bullshit basically, because people can be like, okay, well, no one can work in a stable environment.
What do you mean?
Or if you don't... Like,
well, yeah, they can, because you've got people who have been in the TV industry for 20 years.
Wait, unstable or stable? I'm confused.
Unstable environment.
So working in an unstable environment will
So like a toxic environment. So like a negative environment. So imagine working in a negative work environment.
Yeah.
Some people can do that, and they've done it for 20 years.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
And what did it say? Working there will what?
If I work in a negative environment like that, it's going to severely impact me mental health. And what happened?
Oh, that is
and what happened?
Wild.
And I'm only just getting out the burnout, and I'm still doing therapy because of things that happened 3 years ago.
That's insane, isn't it? That's so accurate.
It is, but like, and literally just think as well, like this is something that I've been using for years. I've probably had this app for about 4 years.
Yeah.
I've literally had it for so long.
Oh my God, I need to get my birth cert out and figure out what time I'm born. Helen, sort it out. Come on now. I'll FaceTime you after this. Get it out. I need to know. yeah, like fate and all that, like I constantly convince myself, oh yeah, it's just fate. Like, oh, they're here. But then I know myself, I've done things thinking that people think it's fate. But I purposely done it, like showing up.
Right, come on, tell us.
Oh, guys, do you want some juicy gossip?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I knew this guy who I liked would think it was fate if I turned up in a different country where he was. Yes, I am insane. Hello, my name is Nicole. I fully recognize that.
Yeah.
But basically, he was in Ibiza. I was in Marbella at a wedding, and I was on my way to the airport to fly back to London. And then I was like, actually, my best friend was in Ibiza, and she was like, look, this guy's here. And I was like, oh, okay. So I bought a ticket as I was at Marbella airport to go to Ibiza. She was like, he'll be here at this club today, like, because we spoke about it last night. He was on a night out. And I was like, okay. So I showed up at the club.
Did you bump into him?
Honey, I got the table next to him.
Oh
yeah. I got the table next to him. I booked the table next to him. Yeah. So anyway, my friend was like, he's right there. So anyway, I'm dancing away. I turn around and he's like, Nicole, what are you doing here? And I was like, beep, what are you doing here? And he was like, oh my God, it's meant to be. Like, this is fate. Like, we're seeing each other in this environment, in this country. And I was like, it is meant to be. It is fate.
Yeah.
Marry me now. And then, yeah, so he was convinced it was fate. And that only lasted about 48 hours, because then he realised I actually was clinically insane, and I did do that, and I did fly. So
How did he find out?
I'm sure I probably blabbered it to him when I was drunk. I can't remember.
Oh, you've got it on a podcast somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. Or else he's seen it. Oh, I definitely have said the story before, so he's definitely seen it, and he knows that's about him. So he thought, he was like, you are crazy. But I tried to pretend it was fate.
Yeah.
And it worked for 48 hours, and, you know, it was all lovey-dovey for 48 hours, and then it just went tits up. But yeah. Have you ever done something like that?
I don't know. I can't say I have. I don't know. I'm not good at on the spot things. You know me.
I know. But have you ever convinced something as like fate?
Convinced anything that's like fate?
I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like in some situations, like, you are like, oh yeah, like, you know, we've got the same interests and blah blah. I don't know if it's necessarily would be you convincing that it's fate.
I mean, I've definitely convinced myself more to get with someone when I shouldn't. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I've really like looked at like I've like put a magnifying glass on like good traits, and I've like took the magnifying glass off the bad traits, and I've been like, yeah, but we're in the same industry and we talk about the same things, and this, and I don't mind that, and I'm like really easygoing, and then all of a sudden I realise, oh no, like I'm completely adapting and changing my personality to fit this person's life.
Yeah. Like, who am I anymore?
Maybe like, I don't know.
Like what I did with the DJ.
I know, literally, maybe we are desperate.
Oh no.
Yeah,
really?
maybe we are desperate, and like, because obviously,
shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
Because why do we keep doing this for me? Well, I mean, I don't, not anymore, but I have in the past. Not anymore.
Oh. I still do the close friends stories.
Oh,
putting it up whatever they're interested in on the close friends to get a reaction.
Yeah.
So maybe I do still do it.
I've totally learnt my lesson with this stuff now, I think. I've learnt that many lessons. I'm just like, nah, I'm decentering.
Yeah, maybe it's because like you've hit 30, I've got another 6 months. So maybe when I hit 30, 2nd of July at 12 a.m.
100%.
Change.
Yeah. No,
completely change.
I think that could be very true, actually, because I have felt an energetic, again, universe, I have felt an energetic shift when it comes to like turning 30. Like, my whole mindset's just shifted.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel so much more unapologetic and like,
good.
And genuinely putting myself first.
Yeah.
Like, even if it means that I come out the bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
If you put other people out, I think that is such a thing right now with how we're feeling, is like, boundaries have to be set if we're putting other people out, because we need to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if someone's going through a really tough time, your friend, and like you want to stay in watching TV and not go, like, that's so fucked. That's different.
Yeah.
But like, if it's like an event or something small, and like, do you know what I mean? It just depends on the circumstances. But definitely put yourself first.
100%. I do think I'm definitely getting a lot more better.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting a lot more better. I put myself first, to be
Yeah.
fair. I think over the past few years, like, I have put myself first in situations because like, I've just needed to do that, and I've lost a lot of friends because of it as well. But you know what it is? Good wins.
Thank God I'm still here.
I know. No, but like, I think what it is, I think it comes to a situation where like you can only be there so much for someone without it then depleting you and your energy. And like, I think especially when it's like just like a repeating cycle over and over and over, and it's just so draining, and you don't realize how taxing it is on your energy.
You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped.
Yeah,
like, that is the end.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So I think being 30, putting myself first, being unapologetic with it, and that's just kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, and like with the universe and stuff, like, what is the pettiest revenge the universe has brought us? I wonder, in terms of like giving revenge to someone who wronged us, like where we haven't had to do anything. I personally don't believe in revenge. I don't think I've ever really gotten revenge on anyone.
Listen, I don't think I've ever got revenge, not properly.
No,
where
not
I could,
properly.
Where the things that I know about certain situations, right?
Oh yeah.
And if I was the type of person,
that sounded so sexual. That sounded so sexual. I'm absolutely dead. That sounded like an orgasm noise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
that was so funny. No,
Sorry, go on. Things you know.
Yeah, so the things that I know, like the knowledge that I have on certain situations. Like if I was to my core an evil, like just a fucking bitch, like I recognize where I need to like go, right? No, like you can't do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I didn't have that villa, say this was 6-7 years ago, 8 years ago, before society got their hands on us and like before
you in.
like literally before I literally got tumble dried around by fucking the fucking industry, right?
I relate.
Yeah. Like I in my head I probably wouldn't think so much of like how my actions affected other people, and honey.
The tea.
But I do feel like now. Wait, what was the question? Sorry, I'm losing.
If the universe has
revenge. Yeah. So the universe, I just genuinely believe that like I don't need to do the revenge.
Yeah.
I've never done the revenge the way that I could. Like the way that I could literally, if I wanted to, not that I ever would. So like I've got a really strong sense of injustice, and I think it's like an ADHD thing. I get a really strong sense of like injustice, and so sometimes I just feel like I wish I just was really unapologetic and being like, and tell people what I thought.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think I have that like part of the empathy in my brain where I'm just like, it would make me feel bad if I was, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I think about the most. But like, I know categorically that the people that have done me wrong, they've got their lives, the situations, whatever's going on, it's built on a foundation of lies. And that to me, I personally think is the universe showing me that you don't need to do any revenge.
Oh yeah, it's already done.
It's already
100%.
done.
Yeah.
Because like your whole life is built on a foundation of lies.
No, exactly.
That's
enough.
That's enough.
That's
I don't need to do anything.
No, and I feel like I've never taken like proper revenge, and I feel like I would honestly, it would eat me up. Like I would feel so
But
shit.
we've never took revenge before, so how would we?
Because I like, as you said, empathy. I've got so much. I'm an empath. Like so, I feel other people's feelings. It's so draining.
Yeah, it is.
And that honestly is why I stopped going out in a lot of social settings as well, because I get so drained.
I feel like with us, like we're really like, we're like a sponge with our environment. We take it all in.
Yeah.
So for instance, like for example, like my mum would say to me, Bethan, pardon me. My mum would say to me, Bethan, you need to separate work and your social life.
Yeah.
So like, for instance, Geordie Shore, my mum would be like, you need to see this as work, you need to separate it from your social life. I couldn't. I thought that these people were my friends.
Yeah, and you're going out, drinking for work.
Exactly.
You can't separate that.
I couldn't separate it. So in my mind, I couldn't separate it. So the whole Geordie Shore thing, like everything that kind of happened and everything that I experienced during that was so painful to me, to the point where I couldn't separate it. And most people who do TV can separate it, and that's the element that they probably possess to do TV. I couldn't do it because I was just like, how can your friends do that?
No,
like, you
exactly.
Know what I mean? How can you?
I think, like going back to revenge as a whole, I think there's no need to take revenge on anyone. I think the universe, in my opinion, will do its job. Yeah, I've seen it happen countless times, and I'm like, there you go. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Yeah, isn't that the saying?
I think so.
Cold, not piping hot, cold.
Yeah.
So just let the universe take its toll on whatever those people who've done you wrong. You don't have to do anything. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Fair.
And that's it.